Hi everyone. Sorry I'm late. Only a few minutes late, isn't it really? I was watching something on the telly. I forgot all about it. As you do, you know. I not forgot all about it. I just sitting there. I went completely out. Went over the town and looked up and I went, oh, 10:30. Half 10. So here I am anyway. And good morning on this wonderful, rainy, wet, soppy day. Horrible, absolutely dreadful weather. Morning, Frank and Cole. Be a bit late today. Monty commemorates 1878 Berlin Congress recognised that Montenegro as an independent state and also celebrated the 1941 uprising against the Italian occupation. My granddad was in the partisans in the Apennines, Italy. Fight the fascists. Yeah, Il Duce, fighting Il Duce and his fascist party. And Mary says, to be the, not football in brackets, ball rolling films I like to watch is Marginal Call, Wank the Dog, and The Sum of All Fears, Affleck and Morgan Freeman. Yeah. Not bad films, actually. Morning, Frank in chat, says TW. Hiya, mate. Morning, Frank. Hope you're okay, says Paul T. Yeah. All right. Cool. Couldn't believe it. I've been up since 6:15. And it was late coming on here. Just shows you, doesn't it? Just shows you. As I said, I was watching something before. And the time just flew. When I looked up, it was 10:30. Get ready. Morning, Frank. Sun's come out. Gary Rigby. Yeah. Did you see that rain before? We were supposed to have a mini heat wave last week, but I must have blinked and I missed. Exactly. And this is why I've been looking at the long range weather forecast. We've still got Arctic air around. So if there's a little breeze, or a little breeze, that's all. You feel the cold, no matter how much the sun is, how strong the sun is. You still have that cold feeling. Unfortunately, and that's the way it is. And this, I might have to cancel it because if there's no good weather, I won't do it. There's no way I'm going to go out in the rain and I'll be creeping around in the rain. You know what I mean? Well, anyway, but you've got to book, but you don't have to pay the money. You just go there on the day. Turn up on the day, that is. It's a cracking tour, It really is a cracking tour. You go all over the place. Very historical. Have a laugh. They stop for lunch. And, you can either bring sandwiches or whatever, flask of tea, I don't know, cold drink, whatever. Have your little lunch or just go to a cafe and have it. That's all. It's entirely up to you. People go to a cafe, people bring sandwiches. So but they enjoy themselves. It really is a good day. I'm not just saying that. And also, what's included in the price is a trip to Williamson's tunnels. And if you've never been there, it's great. Surprise. Very historical. Very, very historical. So if you fancy going on it, there's the number there. 07 07597901377. So anyway, what have you all been saying? I'll show it later on as well. Get into this. Gary Rigby. It's my birthday on Monday, so hopefully it will stay nice. I think it's going to, well, according to the weather forecast, this is what I mean. It's supposed to be dry this weekend with showers, so you can go out thinking it's sunny, and people are, especially, no disrespect to girls, especially girls, they go out and all this, showing all their arms up that way. No coats or anything. And they go out and they get soaked. I've seen it loads of times. Just get soaked, which is sad. Because they're well dressed, but they take no notice of the weather forecast. Sunny spells with showers. You might be thinking I'll be indoors by the time the showers come. But unfortunately, the majority of them get caught in the showers, there is. Paul said, that breeze is awful, Frank. I've never felt the cold like it. Exactly. Once you could be just sitting there enjoying a little bit of current bomb, and the next, you can feel the heat, but if that little breeze comes up, it is cold, and it just puts you back. It just sets you back. It sets me back anyway. And Mary Stan, she's posing now. Is it posing? Hey. I'm here at 32 centigrade. What films or series have any of you been watching that you recommend? No water, please. The world is horrible enough. Funny enough, I watched a ghostly one last night on YouTube, and it was called two I watched. One was called Ghost Ship, and the other one was House for Sale. House for Sale. And it was good. The actor I've never seen before in all my life, middle-aged, and he was very good. He was really good. But there was a curse on the house. I enjoyed it. Give or take it. I just watched it for the sake of watching it. Still never been to those tunnels. Always wanted to be. Always wanted. I don't, Gary, I know that you're from the area, but it's surprising. I know people who had never been in St. George's Hall. And they gave it a lecture there once. Chock-a-block. And two of my old neighbours were there. Mates. Grew up with. Play football with them, some kids. And that was the first time they'd been there. And they actually said to me later on, you'd never have gone there only, went to see you. There's people who have never been inside the town hall. It's incredible where some people have never been. I think I've been in every building in Liverpool, every building that's significant to the city. That is. I've been in the depths of buildings. Very lucky, I was very lucky. I always remember Tony Snell saying once, someone told me, on a show, and he said I was very lucky with Frank because he got me into buildings that I'd never dream of getting into because they were all shut to the public. That's when we were filming. So yeah, it's cool going into the buildings. But Williamson's tunnel's something else, something else. We gave your info friends in Dublin, Frank. What? With that number, if they pop over, yeah. But they'd have to book. You see, normally they get full. And if they book it, the name goes down. And if it goes down, they're there, they're on it. They're on the coast. And it's great for people who come to Liverpool, visit Liverpool. It's great to know the city, the history of it. It really is. And I always remember during this walk, and there was a couple, middle-aged couple, and they were nice and tanned. And at the end of the little tour I gave, they came up to me and said, "We've just got back from Barcelona, and we went on." They said, "We love all these, when we go away, we love going on these historical tours." And they gave me a great compliment because they said, "We went on the Barcelona one only 2 days ago. We got back home yesterday, and we decided to come on this one. And it's the best tour we've ever been on." Isn't that lovely, So it's things like that that gives you the lift, to carry on. To carry on. To carry on. "Frankie," says Darryl. "Frankie." Gary Rigby. Been watching comedies The Big Job and Dirty Grandpa with Robert De Niro. I wouldn't watch anything like that with De Niro. I understand that. I like De Niro at his most, shall we say, intense. The intensity. But I've seen him in a comedy with Michelle Pfeiffer, and it's where they have to go. They have to. What do they call it? Prison. What do you call it? Witness protection. And they ended up in France. Witness protection in France from the mob, and it was not half funny. It was so funny. I remember another series. I think it was Norwegian, where one of the Sopranos, he goes to Norway, but his accent is always in New York as a gangster. So funny. He didn't mean to go over and act all this out, but it just came out because that's the character. So funny it was. was Stephen Van Zant's character, Philly. It was dead funny, and it's never been like shown again. I got what I'd seen it up, to be honest. You know, I think it was an HBO thing as well. Paul Turner, do you remember a comedy, Frank, called Don't Drink the Water, starring Stephen Lewis Blake? Watched it the other day. No, Paul. No. I'm going to have you, but he just have get on my bloody nerves. Yeah. Like that Jack Douglas, you know, when he, doing that switching. Oh, oh, terrible. Very pissed me off. No, no, never watched it, Paul. I've done most things in Liverpool, but not the Williamson's tunnels. You want to do them? Want to go on the coach trip? Get to, it's all involved in the price. Then you can say, I remember bringing our Gerard. Oh, Gerard, he's a clever lad, Anyway, I said to him once, I said, come on. And he went, I said, come on. So anyway, he came up with me because I was invited up there. He couldn't get over it. And he was made up. Then I went up another time where they found something, like another tunnel. And it was incredible. It was absolutely incredible. And it was like him being an archaeologist and all of a sudden, finding something. Wow, look what I found. He couldn't get over that. He still talks about it today. Not to me, because he doesn't talk to me. But he loved it. He really did, our kid. I'd love to go into the building in the city centre, some of you. I'd love to go into buildings, I'm sorry, I thought you said a building, in the city, but some aren't allowed, like the three. Yeah, I always used to bring them in there myself. And then all of a sudden they stopped. When I used to bring them into the library, and I used to bring them inside the clock. People couldn't get over it. And then a London firm got hold of it, bought the building, a London firm, London Insurance or something like that, never forget it. And they stopped everything. They even stopped the cafe, because we used to bring people in the cafe. Very reasonable. I got to know the people who owned the cafes, or the cafe. Really nice, and the food was dead reasonable and wholesome, lovely food. So we stopped all that. Then they just stopped everything then. And they seen what I done, because there was an old stalwart still working there, like fellas you see on the door and, security, whatever they were. And they went, there's money to be made on this. So they started charging people. And that's the way it is. Same as the Cunard. Used to bring people in there. Just working out. People were absolutely amazed. I used to do very, very good tours. Really did. But they stop everything. I think it's for more security now. But the way it is, if they see money now made, we'll have some of that. So they just stop. The likes of me or whoever, I don't know anymore. And I used to go into the Port of Liverpool building, show people there. fascinating, you know. Inside buildings are fascinating, but they're fascinating outside too. They really are fascinating outside when you're looking at these buildings. And I suppose, like, you've seen me DVDs on YouTube, and you get them, you know, Liverpool Unseen, Liverpool Unraveled, you know, where you see me going into buildings. I think it's Liverpool Unseen where you see me in the likes of the queue now. I think there's one separate though where I'm doing inside the clock in the library. It's incredible, it really is. Excuse me. Judge Red. Well, Frank, I know you like Hitchcock. Two old classics, The Lady Vanishes with Robert Donut and May Whitty and Rebecca. Judge watched Rebecca yesterday. Watched it yesterday. With Lord Olivia and Joan Fontaine. I've done as a literature class, you know, read the book and that. And it's really to the context of the book. Brilliant, brilliant. And as I said, I love words. And when I was watching it, if you watch it again, watch the way Maxim is to his new, his new wife. You know, I think if you're a woman today, you just walk away from it. You just walk away from the marriage. You know, say, I don't know what you make. And Mrs. Danvers, the greatest woman villain in any era of filmmaking. She's absolutely amazing. Never said much. It's just the expressions on her face. So yes, I watched it. And going back to The Lady Vanishes, I seen it with Margaret Lockwood. Very pretty lady when she was young. Very, very pretty. And Michael Redgrave, cracker. Unless you were getting mixed up with Robert Donut, with Michael Redgrave, but Margaret, and Dame May Whitty was in that one as well. Dame May Whitty, Margaret Rutherford, and not Margaret Rutherford, Margaret Lockwood and Michael Redgrave. Fantastic film. Really a fantastic film. I love them. I love the old vintage, all the old classics. I love Hitchcock. Great, great director. And what else did I watch? Sabotage. Another one. You know, Hitchcock. And they're all on YouTube. That was fantastic. But the 39 Steps, I get mixed up with Robert Zonat. Because he was in there. That was the first. But I've watched that years ago, the Robert Zonat one. But what I watched the Kenneth More one, right? And this is only over the last few weeks. I watched the Kenneth More one. Kenneth More was brilliant. Brilliant. He brought humour to the role. I watched the Robert Powell one, and that was very good. Then I watched the Rupert Penry, whatever his name is, Rupert Penry, and he played Hannah. And I was watching the first, I'd say, half hour of it the other day. I never finished it off. but he looked good in it. And you could see the humour as well. You could see the humour that he was bringing into the show. Rupert Henry something. One of those double barrel names. Oh, hang on. I'm sorry. Yeah, The Lady Vanishes with Sybil Shepherd and Elliot Gould. That's the American version. If you want to watch, get the. I watched that years ago. I just couldn't. I couldn't get into it with Sybil Shepherd and Elliot Gould. Nah, not for me. Just couldn't get into it. Yeah, he doesn't suit comedies. That was hilarious, very silly. He's talking about De Niro. He doesn't suit comedy. He was brilliant in Casino. De Niro's great in, any sort of intense film, any film that's intense. He's absolutely brilliant. I'll never forget him in Heat, where you just see him, he just robbed a bank, and you just see him coming out the bank, and he's got the expression on his face, and that expression is saying, if anyone effing well comes near me now, because he had all the money, and if anyone comes near me, they're dead. That was the expression on his face. Just see him. They're coming out there. Anyone come near me? Very good. That's so great of an actor. Do you remember the film Fan with Wesley Snipes and Robert De Niro? I enjoyed that. Yeah, it was very good. Yeah, very good. Albeit, yeah. Judge. Did you like Frank Sinatra as an actor? Always remember him in one line when I was a snip. Yeah, Brian's Express, yeah. Good film that, but you had all the stalwarts, the British stalwarts in, didn't you? In the film as well. Trevor Howard. And at the end, if you haven't seen it, I won't tell you the end. But Brian's Express was good. It was a good propaganda film. But it gave you something about the Italians. Because where you had like the fascists, you had another army that weren't fascists. And they used to let prisoners escape. And they used to give you routes to get to the Apennines so that the partisans would help to escape. Believe me, that's true. You don't hear of anything like that, you see. Always you hear of El Duce and those Germans in when they occupied Italy. Rootless to the ordinary people. Rootless to the Italian soldiers as well. What's a film called Captain Corelli's Mandolin? And it shows you what the Germans were. And it even shows you, what the Italians were like. Nicolas Cage and Penelope Cruz, John Hurt. Great cast. Just watch it. Cracking film. Gives you an insight actually into what the Italians thought, to the Germans, if you know what I mean. Set in Greece, by the way, Kefalonia. I went to Kefalonia to see where, not the film set or anything, but You know, if you haven't seen it, I won't tell you what I went to see, what I deliberately went to see when I went to Kevin. Excuse me. I couldn't go to Kefalonia today. It's too hilly. Too hilly. Have you seen a comedy called The Ruling Class? It's brilliant, very funny. I recommend The Magic Christian as well. Start that ring. I won't watch anything with Ringo Starr. The Magic Christian. Seeing that, won't watch it otherwise. It's like anything with Jason Statham. I won't watch anything with him. But if you recommend them, The Ruling Class, I've heard of it. The Magic Christian, is that with Peter Sellers as well, Gary? Yeah, spot on, Frank. I was thinking of Robert Donut because he seemed to be in everything. It was Michael Zeckley. He didn't he, at the time? At the time, like in the 30s, late 30s, he was in everything because he was much sought after star. Then he went to America and never came back, unfortunately. But it's great. Have a look at it. Any people who haven't seen it, The Lady Vanishes. It's really good. Ian Mac, Ron and Frank and chat. Watched a low budget film called Frozen last night about three friends trapped in a ski lift. Was watchable. Seen it. Aaron Ashmore. Well, I know his name. He just looks like Jared's son, James. Image of him. But yeah, it's a very good film. Very good film. Frozen. I'll tell you another great film with Frozen in the title is Upon Frozen Ground. John Cusack, Nick Cage, true story. Fantastic. Fantastic. It's about a serial killer. It's really, really good. True story. Yeah, but that Frozen, yeah, good. Well, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Judge Red says Mary Stamps, who she's retired. Old school American actor that I liked in specific films was Newman in Cool and Luke, classic. And more recently, Nobody's Fool, a cameo role in Message in a Bottle. Paul Newman. Hello guys, hope you're all well, says Alius, all the way from Romania. I wondered if you, Ali, do you live in there by, in and around, or I don't know, Bucharest? Let me know. Al Pacino and John Dea, brilliant, Judge. Yeah, that was brilliant. Phil, John Casale, was in it as well. Great actor, but he died too soon, unfortunately. Taken too soon. I think him and Meryl Streep were getting married as well at the time, and he just died. Good actor was Jim Caviezel. Think of the film, Dog Day Afternoon, The Godfather. Good actor, The Deer Hunter. Made some great films. Dead. Bang. Gone. Bamboozled. Yeah, Frank, I see a couple of the old banks on Castle Street are getting reopened soon as restaurants, least public, will be able to see them again. Being locked up and empty for years. What a waste. Yeah, I think the First Bank of England outside London, that was in Castle Street. I think that's going to be opened, isn't it? Which is a good thing. Which is a good thing. It was built in 1846 by Professor Charles Cochrane. Designed by him, never built it. He never wasn't the old carrier on the bricklayer. He designed the same fella who took over when Harvey Lonsdale Elms died, building St George's Hall. So what you've got inside St George's Hall is all down to Professor Sir Charles Cochrane, and he built that. And if you're looking at Castle Street, and you're looking at in the middle, and you're looking at the town hall, to the left of the town hall, that will be to your right. There's another building there, right next to it, the town hall, and it's fantastic. And that was built by Professor Sir Charles Cochrane. And then on the left-hand side, so when you're looking at the town hall, to your left, got another building, the top of Water Street, next to the town hall, and that was Martin's Bank. So you had two main banks, with the town hall smack bang in the middle of them. Massive banks. So if you think about that, think about how important the city was then. You're talking at the turn of the century, 20th, that is, of Professor Sir Charles Cochrane's. The latter part of the 19th, I should say. And then 1931, 32, when Martin's Bank opened. See, you've got all these. Herbert J. Rouse was the architect. To me, Herbert Rouse was the greatest of all. And I mean this, the greatest of all Art Deco architects. I love the lines of what he did. I love Art Deco. And he was superb. Unbelievable. I used to get him there as well. Gary Rigby, the Magic Christian, yeah, Peter Sellers and Ringo. I like Mick. Again now, Mick Fellas. Do you know what? It's honestly, I've known Mick from when we were young teenagers. And honestly, through this. Every time, right through, from being teenagers to our 20s, to our 30s, 40s, whatever. Every time I see him in town or wherever, I like Joe. All right, all the time. I like Joe. I like Fran. How are you? All right. How are you, Joe? All right. See you again, Joe. I like Fran. Until one day, seeing him in Bow Street walking down. I went, all right, Joe, how are you? And he said, I'm all right. He said, do you know what, Fran? I said, what? He said, my name's Mick. I went, is it? He said, yeah. I went, oh, all right. And I was ready to go on. So see you again, Joe. He went, see you again, Joe. And I just said, he said, see you. That's what I haven't got it. It just shows you, that's what kind of a person he is. Lovely fella. Really lovely fella. And it took him about 50 years to tell me my name's Nick. Yeah, these dangerous years, yeah, with Frankie Prawn. Yep, Frankie Vaughan, yeah. It was a good film, that actually. Made down by the Cast Iron Shore. It was a very good film. Frankie Vaughan wasn't a bad actor. In fact, he was that good that they sent him over to Hollywood, and he played alongside Marilyn Monroe. Think about that. But I think it was his wife. He was a bit jealous, like going and making these films and meeting all these wonderful starlets, stars. And she stopped him making films. And he wasn't a bad actor. It was Frankie. Give me the moonlight. Frankie Abelson, yeah, what was his name? He was actually born in Gildart Street by Seymour Street off Islington. That's where he lived. Frankie Prawn. Gary Rigby says, I watched the performance, yeah, Mick Jagger, of all people, brilliant film. Though one of my faves. Yeah, Mick Jagger's not a bad actor. He's in a film called The Burnt Heresy. Have a look at that. Have a look at that. The Burnt Heresy. Would recognise Mick the way he's done up. I live in the middle of Romania in a little city called Medias, but I want to move from here, says Alibus. Medias, right in the middle, Romania. Good luck with that, Ali. Good luck, mate. Good luck, mate. Ali Noose, says Marie Stone. My neighbour, celebrating the Monty State School this weekend and resistance in World War II, uprising and occupation. When do you guys celebrate? Oh, she's talking to her. Oh, she's talking to the Ali there. And Mary says, she laughs and says, Frank, it's the TV, weather and history channel and film show. Talking about Art Deco buildings, sad to see Littlewood's gone. Are they knocking that down now? Someone let me know, please. Are they going to pull it all down? or is it just a tower, as I was told that it was just a tower that was gone? So were they flattening it all because it was going to be film studios? I remember going to Italy. I was going on my holidays, and I was a bloody I hate night flights. And I seen the glow. I went from John Lennon, seeing the glow. The light was burnt down. Shock at that. Shock. So let me know, Gary, if it's being everything's going to be knocked down, or are they just knocking the tower down and rebuilding the tower and still having it as a film studio, TV? Judge, boys will be boys. Ask a policeman. Oh, Mr. Porter, will they? Will they? You can't get any better than will they? So funny. So funny. The two fellas with him, the old fella and the young fella. Classic. Do you know who I watched the other night? Rigsby. Rigsby. He's so funny, yeah. But it's the expressions on his face. It's the expressions. There's one-liners. Incredible. Absolutely amazing. Just laughing me little head off on my own, sitting there. A lot of recent films on YouTube now, Bond and Marvel, yeah. Yeah, my colleague said those Marvel films aren't like the original comic characters. But you get the likes of, I'll say like Jaws, for example. And I read Jaws. And when the film came out, it wasn't so much as it was different from the book. It was different. The film. So it's like anything else. It's like anything else. You can look at a film and go, "Oh, that's great." But if you've ever read the book, it's different. I tell you, I'm a great classic reader. I've done all the classics. And there's only one director who sticks to the context, and that's Roman Polanski. I've seen Tessa the D'Urbervilles, I've read Tessa the D'Urbervilles. And what else did he do? I forget what else, but right to the context. I think he did Hamlet. Right to the context. Macbeth, right to the context. I love Macbeth. Macbeth is the greatest play ever written. Yeah, Hubble Bubble. Oh, aye. Absolutely brilliant. Love it. I really love it, Hey, Matt. Frank, it's just a tower, and that's getting rebuilt. Thank you, Ian Mac. Yeah, getting turned into a film studio, which will be great for the city. Yeah, don't reckon that. Absolutely. Gary says, the tower has gone. I couldn't believe it. Looks weird now. I grew up opposite that building. And it was awesome. Gary, it was awesome. It was awesome. That's it. I always remember the Collegiate. Shore Street. Awesome. And he wanted to pull it down. I saved it. Not me, just me, But I ran down to the. There's a few times I've gone down to the town hall. Do you know the significance of two buildings in particular? One was the Collegiate, and the other was the annex to the municipal building, right opposite. You wonder, these fellas, I get a phone call, and I was off a Scotia. And he said, hey, Frank. I said, yeah. He said, do us a favour, get down. He said, are you aware? I said, yeah, I'm going to work, but I've got a few hours before I go in. So he had a class. I wasn't until the afternoon. He said, get down here. He said, because there's a firm. He said, and I'm with them. And they're from Bolton. And they're waiting for some tools. They're waiting to go into. And he mentioned the annex. He said, they're going to smash it everywhere up inside. He said, I don't know what you're like about buildings. And I didn't know this fella. And I shut down, and all these fellas from Bolton were there. And I said, what are you doing here, boys? He said, oh, we're waiting to get in. We're going to, take everything out. It's going to become a wine bar or something like that. I went, oh, okay. So I walked along, and that fella, followed me, but on the opposite side. And when I crossed over to, to the side of the town, or anything like that, he said, thanks for coming down, Frank. I looked out, I said, oh, was it you? He said, yeah. And I got it stopped. They were just smashed everywhere up. True. People don't care. Thingwall Hall. Arson, not once, twice. Ken Dodds wanted it to open up as a museum, comedy museum. Twice it was destroyed, so they had to, they really had to bring it down there. Demolished it. Ken was so upset. So upset. Do you remember Danny Ross from Jimmy Clitheroe? Jimmy. I'll tell you in a minute, Jimmy. That's him, Ollie. Danny Ross, yeah. That's the Danny Ross you mean, like. Jimmy Clitheroe. No. Molly Sugden. Molly Sugden played Jimmy Clitheroe's mum. I think Jimmy was older than him. And Danny Ross played the nephew. He was always teasing that Danny Ross. I'll tell you in a minute, Jimmy. Always calling his Auntie Molly. Auntie Molly. Tell Jimmy. So, yes. It's sad when you think of all the big factories in the city that are no more. Ogden's, Plessey's, Dunlop, Littlewoods, Barker and Dobson, etc. All these places created work for generations of Scots. No arguing with that. At least I was told that back in the day, it was possible. It was possible to, in the morning, screening of a film, Hard Day's Night, and sit inside all day long and evening. Cinema was called the pictures. I don't know. Sorry. Might have come from a different area. I don't know, but to be honest, man, Hard Day's Night, and sit inside all day long and evening. Cinema was called the pictures. I don't know. I think that Hard Day's Night was premiered in the Odeon in London Road, and we went along because we only lived. It was on our doorstep, and there was a crowd of us there watching the Beatles go in, and they arrived in the limos. We were in the Lord's Warden, outside the Lord's Warden, looking at them. All you guys should get into Liverpool history on the Monday night programme. Hit the likes, lads. Thank you. Thank you, Mary. Really appreciate it. Gary Lee. So many nice buildings now that, the David Lewis. Was I talking about that the other night? On the history show? Yeah, it was. The Libro. The Libro. What a building. That's where that's where the Williamson's tunnels are, there, down there. The Libro. Yeah. Sailor's Home. John Cunningham. 1841. And not to mention all the pubs and streets. There's a book called It All Came Tumbling Down. And you see loads of pubs being go. Freddie Connor. He's a mate of mine, Freddie. Mate of mine. And he's passed. His brother Frankie's still going. There's a record. He wrote it, Frankie. And Billy Kinsley was the backing. Went to Billy's studio to record it. But you didn't know that, did you? Me? There's a record. Love is in the air, everywhere. No, it wasn't. You imagine me singing there. Daryl's still in bed. It's almost midday. Yeah. Daryl. I don't know what he means here now. Comes out, shouts my name and goes away again. Ian Mac, those sites you mentioned, are they now just empty or used for anything else? Sailor's Home's well gone. There's John Lewis Theatre there now. Yeah, John Lewis Theatre. John Lewis department stuff. The theatre, the David Lewis Theatre, gone. He was, in my opinion, he was the greatest philanthropist, Liverpool philanthropist. And he wasn't from Liverpool, he's from London, was David Lewis. We had great philanthropists. Unbelievable. Kitty Wilkinson, Agnes Jones, William Roscoe. Unbelievable. Mary Bambi. Mary Bambi. One of the greatest women for me was Mary Wollstonecraft. She was an incredible woman. In fact, she was Mary Shelley's mother, and she died giving birth to Mary. Died. Mary Wollstonecraft, one of the greatest women ever. And if you leap 100 years, you'll have another woman here in Liverpool called Mary Bambi. What a woman. What a woman. And she was the mother of Bessie Braddock. Nothing gets mentioned of it. Nothing. Judge. I remember going to match and you could smell Barker. They had to bring out Liverpool mints to compete with Eddie Everton mints. Wish they had shaved Comets. Oh, someone said, it's one of my banes in life. Commutation. It was the only role to be exempt from window tax. I tried to see. Right smack bang in the middle of it, you had a building. That was the first building for the blind. The first blind school in the entire world. And they pulled the whole lot down. I was talking to that Mike Stott. I said, "What are you doing this?" Oh, it's, I could to save it. Really it gets me. Thanks for reminding me, Gary. Bad mood now. Sarah lived on the doorstep of the pubs you mentioned there. Peppers. The Airy Hounds used to call it the Airy Hounds. The Airy Hounds. See it in the Airy Hounds, okay. And the clock, just a bit further down. But as I said, there was a building there. Beautiful, beautiful building as well. Same stone, but it was all polluted then, but the same stone as the neoclassicals. Just imagine that being done up now. But it was pure greed. It got pulled out. It takes me effed up, this city. We haven't even got an effing tram system. And we gave the blueprint to the world of the tram system. And we haven't got one. Because of the effing mess ups by the liberals during the capital culture year, are leading up to it. Fucking useless, honest to God. Here, Mari, some have been flattened because of greedy people want the land to sell for profit, and others have been saved and converted into flats or shops. It's the only greatness, isn't it? Can I remind you, Reds, that yesterday was the 50th anniversary, the date that Shanks resigned, 12th of July, 74. There are several decent docu-films on YouTube to watch if you need reminders of the great man. Well, we all won't be here, like, but in 50 years' time, they'll be saying about Jurgen Klopp. 50 years ago today, Jurgen said, I'm leaving. And the Flat House pub at the start of Park Road. I don't know too much about things up there, you know, Park Road. I'm a North Ender. In fact, I don't know too much about pubs anyway. Freddie O'Connor was the man for it. But all I do know is that pubs now, traditional pubs, and I said at the time, you know, when they were pulling them down and then they were going in and smashing them up and putting them into wine bars, I said, there's going to be a vicious circle here. Because they'll be coming in, putting the old things back, making them back into traditional pubs instead of these stupid wine bars. Oh, one's going to go all posh, sod off. The Judge. There was good clothes shopping competition though. Two-tone kecks were popular there. Two-tone kecks. You're right as well. I used to go to Harold Ian in Lime Street. It was right next to the Vines. Harold Ian. And then I got a leather coat out of Patches. Cracking leather. Big long one. Patches. Lime Street again, Lime Street. Just shows you, doesn't it? What goes? What goes? And as Mary keeps going on about the Shanks, natural enthusiasm reminded me of the Al Capone scene in The Untouchables. Do you remember the street lads at Anfield, Frank? Yeah, he used to throw them, and yeah, and there was a mate of mine. We were there, we were in the car, standing there, and one of the mates went like that to one of the lads going around because he used to throw him the money and he used to throw the sweets, and he went, a packet of tutti frutti, please. God, turn around, even we all turned around, look, you what? Tutti frutti. So yes, I do remember. Oh, you got them as well. So yeah, I do remember that, Judge. Certainly do, mate. I certainly do. Good man. Reminding. These are the things that, you tend to forget. And these are the people, you're the people that clicks the memory back, which is great. I don't think anyone compares to Shanks. Well, I've always said, I understand what you're saying. And he brought a belief. He brought a belief to Liverpool. And then Bob made the belief a reality. Then Joe left. He didn't have to do anything because it was already there for him. Joe Fagan himself. And Kenny missed out on a double-double. The double-double, which was unfortunate. Then we went into the doldrums. We just never had the proper managers in place. Graham Souness came, I think it was his quadruple bypass that hit him for 6. And then after that, we had Roy Evans, quiet man. He had great players. He should have done a lot more. I think a more disciplined manager we would have won trophies with them lads. They were great. No discipline, unfortunately. And then Hodgson, you had new owners. Then we had Hodgson. We got Rafa, I'm sorry, Rafa came. He broke belief after really. He broke belief. And we were so unlucky with that. So unlucky. We got to 2 finals in 2 years. Think about that. 2005 and 2007. Playing the same team. They were the best in Europe at the time. And in the middle, 2006, we won the FA Cup. This is all under Rafa. And there was turmoil at the club. The club was sold on. Still turmoil. Rafa at a war. Turmoil with the new owners, X and Gillette. And then, excuse me, and then what we had was Hodgson. Even when he was appointed, I said, what even looking at him? What? Then he came, then he went, then we brought Kenny as an interim manager until they got a new one that he brought in Rodgers. I hate saying his name. Sorry, I've got this thing around, it's come out on me. It comes out every, it's terrible. It itches and pains. So I'm always doing that. So, anyway, he came, done FO, then we brought in a man who gave us back the belief. It was like a second coming of Schenkel. Gave us the belief. But if you believe everything that he said about the owners, I wanted to stay, but I had to leave. Let that resonate with you. Let that resonate. Truth will never come out until years ahead. But I know the truth. Yeah, that's me. Oh, Paul, have you watched Extinction? And do you know what, Paul? I've got great things, that connect. And Dark Skies, I came up and I went, got it. And I pressed to stream, for it to come on. Wouldn't come on. Wouldn't come on. And I was fuming because I got the synopsis of it. I went, oh, great. I'm just sitting there waiting for it to come on. It's just the Dark Skies you were talking about, wasn't it? Is the Dark Skies about magic? No, majestic, I'm sorry, not magic, majestic. And it's a TV series, or see, that's where I used to get mixed up with Dark Skies. And the Dark Skies is that the film you're talking about, because I did put Dark Skies up and I read the synopsis. But there's a Dark Skies. That's a TV series, and I watched it years ago. And it was great. And then they pulled the plug on because it was too near the knuckle. Extinction. I haven't watched it. I'm trying to think of a film like with the same title. Oh, I can't think of it. That was very good. Like Extinction. Let me know, Ian. Is that Dark Skies the film, or see? There are too many titles that are the same. Like, I'll give you an example. The Vault. I said, watch The Vault. Oh, it's great. And someone got back to me by saying, about the bank job. And I went, no, because that was called The Vault with James Franco. It's a good picture. It's a good film. The Vault, about with James Franco in and the bank. It's really good. Supernatural film, actually. And but this Vault was with Liam Cunningham and Famke Janssen. It brilliant. And it's about a heist. The Vault. Liam Cunningham. Did I say Liam Neeson? No. Liam Cunningham. Great actor, him. He's underrated. The Vault. So, you can get mixed up with their titles. Ian McYagan up there with Shanks for me. Won us the lot and brought the passion, fight and belief back. Absolutely. Absolutely, says Ian McYagan. I'm getting back to you there, Paul. For me, not for me, because without Shanks building the basis ideas mentality, would know Bob, Joe, Kenny or Jürgen. Shanks and still Liverpool ways on and off the field. Yeah, just say, you can't really say that, but just say he built the foundations. Shanks built the foundations. Bob carried it on. And we go right up there. In between, a few failures, but a few other people. The likes of Bob, the likes of Joe, the likes of Kenny, the likes of Rafa, then up to Jürgen. So he just built the foundations, to be honest. Got to see what this fella does now. Paul Turner. No, the film is Night Skies, Frank. Dark Skies is a film where a boy gets abducted. Yes, Dark Skies. So there's Night Skies and Dark Skies. Yeah, I did, honestly. Never watched them. I tried to stream it. I'll do it again today. What time's the kick-off tomorrow? The England game? Can anybody tell me? Please. Is it a night or day? Got no interest in it no more. Alright. Let me write that down. 8 p.m. Thank you, Paul. Just a minute, people. Was the ruling class a Peter O'Toole film? Yeah, I'm sure it was. The ruling class, yeah. But I think films today now, these one that's made, but wokeism, I think they're going down a little, well, not a little, big. Yes, Frank, and YouTube are loading up recent films. New titles, Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Paul. 8 p.m. Judge Red. Gregory the Peck was good and brilliant film. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Enjoyable. Enjoyable. The £1,000,000 note. And even Mary Stan agrees with you. The Anfield Row. Morning, Frankie and cinema buffs. I'm glad you put a B there, mate. And there's me pint and me scotches to follow. Oh. Paul, how did you get on with the others, Frank? I mentioned, yeah, Mayday, Redgate, and the series Into the Night. The point is, I've been very busy. I was only over the last couple of nights that I've been looking at films. Um, and I got mixed up with the Redgate because I put on the Devil's Gate and I put that, but it was good, the Devil's Gate. Have a look at it. Have a look at it, the Devil's Gate. I think you'd like it, Paul. It's not about the devil or anything, but that came up and I watched it. It was good. It was good. That Aaron Ashmore was in it, who was mentioned before, and Frozen. Plays a cap. If you haven't watched yet Wind River, watch it. Wind River. Really good film. Youngfields. And for you all, come and join the celebrations here. Bring the bevies with you. That's over to Montenegro, that for you, Anfield. Yeah, Gregory Peck was also great in Captain Hornblower, an old classic. Yeah, I tell you, he was Captain Ahab, wasn't he, as well, and Moby Dick. The fella who wrote Melville, the fella who wrote Moby, Melville, he's in like Liverpool, you know. He was over here. He was over here. Melville. And he answers a dirty town. It's dirty. That's what he said about our city. You don't like your book. Sods off. Moby Dick. Screw that. True story. Okay, Frank, I'll take a look at that. Thank you. Devil's Gate. You'll enjoy it. I know you will. Is that the lot today? Is everything all right? Any strange stuff behind me? Planet of the Apes with Chalmers. Chalmers. I tell you what, you've got Cecil B.D. Mills, the Bible. Is it the Bible? Or the greatest story ever told, whatever it was. And he plays Moses. Totally miscast. Never liked him, Ben Charlton Heston. Never liked him for some reason. Sorry, Charlton, mate, but it's the way it is with me. Okay, done. TV, films, history, Liverpool, hit the likes. What's your opinion about tomorrow night's game, Frank? Want to know the truth? Not interested. Well, not interested. It's just that I have to go shopping tomorrow. And if it would have been in the afternoon, it would have been ideal. Will I watch the final? Doubt it. I want Spain to win, being honest. I want Spain to win. Whether, people will agree with me, I don't know, but I'll disagree, You should support your own country. No, don't support them for reasons, profound reasons after. Here, Mac. Frank, those buildings opposite the Collegiate on Carver Street have some history behind them. Take back to 1844. Think Liverpool Hope have them now, but they look brilliant and still in use. See along there, Shore Street, um, all Georgian buildings, Georgian, some were knocked down, which is sad. But I know Hope took over a few. Yeah, there's the one next to the big building, the big Baptist church or something. That they were ready to pull that down. And saved it. Now it's student accommodation. And the top of Islington Square there's a building, and you see a beautiful portcullis. And that was my doctor's. But in times past, it was an orphanage. And I wanted the photographs. I said, is there any way to get those photographs? Because they were moving up to Everton Road. I said, is there any way I can have them? He said, yeah, come up and have them. And they were pictures of the building and kids outside. It was an orphanage. I loved them. Never got them. Never got them. I loved them. The original Planet of the Apes was great with Girl and Airco, Charlton Heston. Yeah, the original, yeah. Yeah, you're right there, Paul. And that was, that's the scene, isn't it? Where he just goes on his knees and says, no, it's like today. The close. So if someone, say an astronaut was going up, a couple of astronauts or whatever, and they were going away for 3 months, whatever, and came back. I'm talking about 3 months for today. They could easily come back to that for what's going on today. Could easily come back and just say, what have they done? They've gone and done it. What have they done? Strong line. Because today and tomorrow are celebrations, Monday is also a holiday. So tomorrow night, the local will be full and the game on till 21 hours here. So I will join the atmosphere and sing. No, don't, please. No anthems. No anthems. Please, Mary, don't. Reboot the anthem. It's the establishment. I understand about God Save Our Team, but what team you singing about? In England, stop it. I'm with you, Frank. BBC News. There's a killer at the moment. I know. No, I haven't watched BBC News for years. It's a propaganda machine, and people believe them. You'll get this until the World Cup, the next Euros. You get it for the next 60 fucking years if they win. They've been singing since who was it? Who wrote that song that's coming on? It's a Liverpool kid. The Lightning Seeds, was it? It's coming on. What's coming on? Been talking about it since 1966. Men have been to the moon and back since they won anything, England. They sent a probe out that went for 11 years and 30 million miles getting the orbit right to land on a comet since they've won anything, England. Think about that. It's a probe gone out of our solar system. We've won 6 European Cups. Six. Since England's won a trophy. Tell you lot, please. Mary Still. Ta, see you Monday, Frank and Chatters. With Anthony too. Yes. Thank you. Back in the day, I remember having a sticker album on a Planet of the Apes from the 1970s, says Paul Turner. But that's great, isn't it? Yeah. Frank Skinner and Buddy sang It's Coming Home. Yeah. But I'm sure it was written by the Lightning Seeds. What's it? I always forget his name. Yet they did sing it. They'll be singing it forevermore. Well, here he won't. Goodness save our team, not English. We'll shout a bit for the Spanish, although I have only watched the bits. It seems a low standard. Bye bye for now, all the best. Adios. Adios, amigo. Ci vediamo. Prossimo settimana. Lunedì sera. Ciao, cara mia. Not sure if you have mentioned Senpai Kampa, but Straw Dogs was great, Judge. Straw Dogs, Dustin Hoffman and Susan George. Yes. He made a remake with James Marsden. And that was quite good. That was quite good. It was only a few years ago he made that, the remake. But yes, Senpai Kampa. Senpai Kampa is one of my favourite ever films. The Wild Bunch. Unbelievable. One of the best scenes in a film where you see William Oldham, Ernest Borgnine, Warren Oates, and Ben Johnson, four of them, walking down the street. And, Spanish or Mexican music was playing. Why did I do that? Great scene. Knowing they were going to their depths. Yes. So Peckinpah, he did The Getaway, didn't he? Sure, The Getaway. What else did he do? He was good. He was good, Sam Peckinpah. Great director. Brought slow motion out, didn't he? Lightning Seed says World in Motion with John Bott. John Barnes. Did you know John Barnes reviewed this song? The same John Barnes. Everybody falls over. I won't. I won't. Frank, I just jumped on to say hello. I'm going away to my sister's for a week. I hope you're well, my brother. Enjoy yourself there at your sister's. Your sister could be living in New Zealand, Australia. She could be living in California, Tampa, now New York City. She could be living in Villa in Spain, Portugal, south of France, Italy. Or she still could be living here in Scotland. I wasn't being funny, honestly. It's like when someone, they say something, and you're having a clue. You go, oh, I thought you do the full sentence. Going to my sister's for a week. But I hope it's somewhere nice, mate. And I hope you enjoy yourself. And I hope that you get back safe and sound and listen to Frank Mona. Okay. Well, listen, you good people. I'll leave it now because the Scottish Bear is packing his cases, waiting to get away for a week. And that leaves me. I'm time for a cup of tea. Really, yeah. But as I said, unfortunately, it's only a few miles away. I wish it was abroad. Don't we all? If I was honestly, if I was able, I'd be doing this from Italy, warmer climes. I would be doing it. Buy myself a laptop because I don't have laptops anymore. I've got monitors here. I'll do the pod from Italy in the warmer climes. That's what I want. I just want to get away from this horrible weather. And it is. It's horrible. Have a good Saturday, all. Thanks. Have a good Saturday, all. Thanks, Frank and chat. Says Paul. Ian Mac. Thank you, Ian. You too. Ian Brody's a big red, says the judge. Yeah, he is. Remember when I said what nationality was Boris Karloff? And he's a full-blown Indian. Not like Joanna Lovely, where she was born in India, you know what I mean, because her dad was in the army in India, you know. Not like that. He was a full-blown Indian. And he changed his name to Boris Karloff. All right, Boris, you're all right there, mate. One of those. Believe that, would you? Have a great weekend, Frank. Take care. I wish I could say don't get sunburned, but not much chance of that. Says Paul Sherman. I'll be doing the shows on my own from now on, by the way, because what I want, I'm not going to, you know, the history show is totally different. Totally different because I have Anthony on I talk history. But the likes of the football ones and, you know, I'll be doing them on my own because I really need to talk to you and get, you know, people all of a sudden just come up and I'm unaware of it, you know, and they never stop talking. Trying to, I'm trying to talk to you, you know, and that's why I miss. I thought, oh, fuck this, you know, I've had enough of it. Last good summer we had was, oh, I remember that. I remember that summer, brilliant. Full of energy then, black hair, running around. I'm a Mediterranean type fella. Scottish Bear. I'm laughing here, Frank. That was funny. I should have mentioned Sonny Ayrshire. Yeah, Ayrshire. I always remember our Stevie's mate. He went. He was up. I don't know where he was, but it has something to do with the oil rigs. and our kid got hold of him on the phone this like where he was staying these days. I'm talking years ago. And our kid said, "What's it like there?" He said, "Yeah, you're effing like sheep and seagulls and wind." Needless to say, our kid didn't go. He had a job up there. Fuck that, I'm going up there. Funny, funny our kid, our Steve. Took everything serious. Everything. Even when he's telling you something, and you know, the way he tells it, it's dead funny. Me and our Jerez were sitting there one day, and he was telling us, and we were like that, trying to laugh. And we looked at each other, and we couldn't even say we were going outside because it would have given it away. If you have opened our mouth, would have just all came out and back it to the side. So I went out with him, and we were double laughing. And we went back in and straight faced me like that. And he went, "Fuck me laughing at me." What was that for? That's when we laughed, you know. Well, behave yourself. What do you mean laughing at you? He's like, murdered us, otherwise. Oh, man. Thank you, Frank, says T. Thank you, T. Have a great weekend. Paul. Great year, 76. We won the league and UEFA Cup as well as a great summer. Swarmed with ladybirds, yes. Flying beetles, them, you know, ladybirds. When you're doing the pods with K-Mac, I'm gonna sort it for the week after next. I've got a couple of lads to come on, but I haven't seen that K-Mac anyway. I just hope it wasn't all bluster. I don't like people with bluster. But I will be doing one the week after next. It'll be a Wednesday, but I will be doing a tea with two lads. They're brilliant. My political stance. If K-Mac wants to do it, that's fine. That'll be good. So listen, you lovely people, have a great weekend. Without you, we wouldn't have had this today. If you want to tune in on Monday for the history show, brilliant. Brilliant. If not, see you Tuesday with the football show. Okay? And if you're just like film buffs, I'll just see you all next Saturday morning. Enjoy what there is. I think the sun's gone in now. I think it'll be the sun and showers. Sun and showers. What's that? Arctic air. Arctic. Wouldn't you think they'd take the sea out of, you know what it says? Arctic. You gotta pronounce the sea, haven't you? Arctic. Did you say the Arctic? You know what I mean. Arctic. I had to say that in a seminar once. Arctic. So if we get that, just left the sea out. And this fella came up to me, you know, the head of this, whatever it was. And he said, "Look, you never pronounced that properly." I said, "Yeah, all right. Pronounce this properly." I didn't know it came out, Frank. The sun, you blinked. You blinked. Anyway, boys and girls, thank you so much. Love you all. See you Monday. See you Tuesday. And next Saturday, but in Thursday in between as well. Okay, take care, my friends. Love to you all. Have a good weekend, whatever's left.